All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful... Man, look at this horrible camera action we got going on. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, as the Bitcoin price, guys, is, well, what can we even say about the Bitcoin price right now, guys? She is dumping like a wild lady. And would you look at this epic, this wild, insane, epic, long knife catch trade? It's almost unbelievable. I can't even believe it. Can you? All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Shout out to everybody in chat right now, because Bitcoin is taking a dump, all right? And I really got to learn how to fix this lighting here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. There we go. That's a little bit better here. Let's inspect this price action through a monocle. Looking pretty good. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. First of all, major shout out to Big Time Mindset. Shout out to AI Wisdom. He says you should open a second channel for Theology. Shout out to Lahane Trades. I would like to see this gravitate toward the Lord Jesus Messiah from here. Shout out to Big Daddy Super Balls Rothschild. She's going way up. Shout out to Coin25. Told you. Shout out to Big Time Mindset. Crazy Man WTF LOL. Shout out to Rade El Gallo. Let's go. Shout out to my man Fruit Market. How do you catch the exact bottom? It's a secret technique. I'll talk about it later. Here's the thing, guys. If we can get right now 127,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right, we're very close. We need 150 subscribers to get to 127,000. All right, check out the good old YouTube studio. All right, and we're very close. We need less than 150 subs. It's actually pretty normal to get that during a stream. So let's see if we can't get that during the stream, guys. All right. So tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your grandma, come like the channel, come subscribe to the stream, in the opposite order of that. All right, now we're going to be talking about what's happening with this Bitcoin price, where we're bouncing from, and personally, guys, I do have to say, it does look to me like we are going to come a bit lower here. I'm not going to lie, it looks like we're going to come a bit lower. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. Who else we got in here? Jared. Is the dump the Rothschild's fault? Everything's the Rothschild's fault, man. Are we long in here? Shout out to Ethan, just subbed. Awesome, God bless you. Shout out to CEO. Is there any way to get VIP for less? We might be doing a discount, maybe. All right, we might be doing a discount, maybe. First of all, let's discuss what is happening right now with this Bitcoin price. Where are we currently bouncing from? All right, we're getting a little bit of a bounce here, and we're currently bouncing from the value area low of this range to the exact dollar, guys. Value area low of the range to the exact dollar. And if we take a weekly VWAP, anchored VWAP, I should say, from the low of this, we also can see that we are bouncing directly from this weekly VWAP right here. And on top of that, guys, there's more. If we go to the weekly chart, let's take a look at what we got going on here. We have ourselves a weekly level that we formed right over here. All right, this is a weekly level right here from this weekly candle open from August 5th, 2024. And I think there's even more. Actually, is there more? Let's go to the daily time frame. We had a daily level around here as well. Right here, we got a nice little daily level. So there's a lot of confluences right here. And on top of that, guys, if we go ahead and we take a fib pull from the low to the high, let's go ahead and take the fib pull from the low to the high. We are not bouncing from the golden pocket. Hang on one second. Right here, go ahead and turn on our fib. We are bouncing from the 786 Fibonacci. All right. So we got multiple confluences right here coming down to the value area low of the range. We got the anchor VWAP. We got the daily time frame. We got the weekly time frame level. We got the 786. And we are currently right now trying to reclaim the POC of the range, the previous range right here, the highest volume node coming in at about $59,400. All right, let's scoop this over here. Yeah, so look at this, guys. The truth is, if we can come up and hold above this level right here, well, we could see more upside. So we really want to see Bitcoin hold above 59.5. 59.5 is where we're currently finding resistance. The reason we're finding resistance at 59.5 is because it's a high volume node, as you can see right here. So we're kind of flirting with that level. And honestly, guys, in 1 minute, we're going to have the daily candle close. And this is, in my opinion, a very, how do I put this? A very important daily close. A very important daily close. Let's go to the daily time frame and take a look at this monstrosity of a confirmation that we'll be confirming in approximately 1 minute, less than 1 minute, guys. Oh my goodness, we just confirmed. We just confirmed a red dot on market Cipher B on the daily time frame. Oh, hang on, I gotta do my red dot therapy. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness, guys. This is so intense. Have you ever seen such an intense thing on the daily time frame? A red dot confirmed, yellow oscillator pointing to the downside. Now look, all right. This is serious. Okay. Let's see. This is serious. Smash up the likes, guys, and smash up the subs. Again, if we can get to 127,000 by this stream, I'll give away $1,000. And look at this, man. We already got like over 20 subs here. So let's see. Okay, serious stuff. Why is this so serious? Well, for the entirety of this sideways range that we have been trading here, okay, every red dot since March has given us more days of downside. Okay, and this is a little bit concerning for me, for the following reasons. Okay, number one, where are we rejecting from right now? None other than the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement to the upside. This is the short setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Very interested in shorts from these levels. All right, as you can see, we are rejecting from the area we were very interested in a short trade. And you can see I am in a short trade right now of $25,000 USD, as Crypto would say, United States dollars, US dollars. All right, we got to verify. These are not Canadian dollars. These are USDs, baby, please. Okay, we're rejecting from that Fibonacci golden pocket. As many of us know, the Fibonacci golden pocket that we are rejecting from is indeed my high school crush. Her name was 6 Juanita. I was in the friend zone, and she rejected me right from the friend zone. She said, Jason, I will not go out on a date with you. Bam, baby! To the downside, purple candles. And of course, we know why she rejected me. It's because she wasn't into nice guys like your boy J Casp. No, she was into criminals, the kind that do drugs in the Bahamas and steal other people's money. Right, SBF. Look at the man boobs. Crooked. Left man boob much larger than the right. Why? Well, that's known as a bearish divergence. And what's really scary about this rejection from the golden pocket is if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, if we take a look at the 1-hour time frame, oof, it pains me to say it, guys, but as we come up to that 618 Fibonacci and as we ask her out on a date, 6 Juanita, will you go out with me? We are seeing over time, as the price gets higher, the momentum waves and the money flow getting lower, strangely and strikingly resembling the anatomy of the upper body of SBF, the man who stole my girl and drained my portfolio. Again, very, very not good, right? And so this is the context that we're seeing right now. This is a macro golden pocket. This is not a hometown 6 Juanita, all right? This is not a hometown 6 Juanita from Hoo-Ha, Louisiana. Shout out to my man J-Boy Bullish, all right? This is the big shot 6 Juanita, the famous celebrity 6 Juanita, the famous singer 6 Juanita, right? She's way out of our league. Of course she's going to reject us. All right, so we're getting a move to the downside right now, and we just confirmed the red dot in the daily. And look, if this is actually going to be continued downtrend, this is one of the areas where it very well may come from, right? It's one of the areas where it very well may come from. Now, as we know, there is a little hope because we are bouncing from a level here, a level of support. Let's go ahead and draw the level on the chart. Again, what's the level we're bouncing from right now, guys? Value area low of this range. All right, let's go to our let's go back to our ByBit chart here. We're bouncing from the value area low of this range. Always chart on ByBit, guys, because it's the most accurate. Look at this. You can't get this accurate on any other exchange. Value area low, all right, of this mini range here. This is where we want to find support, all right? We're in a little knife catch long, baby. A knife catch long from the Val, baby. All right? Locking in some juicy prof. Some juicy prof over here, baby. In the past few days, I haven't taken many trades over here on ByBit. But as you can see, we are locking in the juicy profs. All right? And so we got another juicy prof locked, baby. Now, let's see. All right, we've been locking in the juicy profs in general, man. All right, look at this. As well over on BingX, where I'm currently in the short. We've been locking in the juicy profs, baby. Locking in the juicy profs. All right, we got some wins. We got some loss. We got some wins. We got some loss in here, baby. All right, we got some wins. We got some loss, baby. But overall, we're locking in the juicy prof. Now, let's take a look. Do I think we're going to continue up, or are we going to come down more? Well, let's take a quick look. All right, let's take a quick look. Honestly, guys, when we look at market Cipher B, what do we really want to see for us to get a move to the upside? Well, I want to see this momentum and this money flow starting to tick back to the upside. But as I watch this perform here, it is not looking very, very bullish. We are not seeing bullish divergences here. We are not seeing money flow get higher here. We are seeing things get lower. Now, I want to take a look also at the order flow chart, because earlier today, this is stream number 2 of the day. We were streaming live from the car dealership, but as this whole way down, we saw some very, very bearish CVD forming, and we have just experienced an epic long squeeze. This last drop to the downside here, guys, this last big drop, this was not shorts opening up. This was actually longs getting absolutely wrecked, right? This last big move to the downside was longs getting absolutely wrecked. Let's take a look at what has happened here. Open interest. We saw open interest go from about 977 million all the way down to 819 million, right? So like 150 million longs liquidated on that drop. And right here, you can see all this increase of open interest is mostly longs opening up. So people are buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. Bam! Long squeeze initiated, baby. And now nobody's here. Nobody's in the market right now. We just closed the daily candle, and we're not seeing bullish divergences here. In fact, we're seeing bearish signals. And I hate to say it, guys. I hate to say it. I want higher prices. This is a key area of support. Look at this. It's very key. It's so key that we're bouncing from it even after a massive long squeeze. We're getting a little bounceroni y queso right from that level. But let's talk about levels to the downside that we need to be aware of. Because I hate to say it, guys. Again, it's scary stuff. Hang on. I got to calm down. This is how I calm down. Take a plunger. Plunge the face. All right. Take a little clip that comes with the cheap green screens from Walmart. Put it on your nose. All right. It keeps the airflow down so you don't hyperventilate. You just plunge it. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. Look, I want the price to hold here, but the reality is things don't necessarily look very bullish. 4-hour time frame. How's market Cipher B looking? Ugh. Very, very oversold wave. But money flow coming out, not what I like to see. So if we don't hold this level, what are we looking for next? Well, the next level that we're looking for really is going to be this. We'll go ahead and pull our Fibonacci from low to high. All right, let's go ahead and put on our 618. Remember, the 6 Juanita, what did she do? She rejected us. She broke our heart. Right? We know all about it. She broke our heart. Rejection. Because we're in the friend zone, right? She was into other dudes like Sam Bankman-Fried, but because we're in the friend zone, she will be there to offer us support. And really, that's coming back down all the way at around $55,000, guys. Is the next major area of support that we have here is that Fibonacci golden pocket level. 55K. Let's go ahead and pull this. Oh man, guys. I just don't like the look of this. Like, we're losing value area low right now of the macro range. Let's go ahead and pull this volume. Yeah. So, like, next stop, guys. If we don't hold this level we're at right now, next stop is going to be back down, in my opinion, 55K, Fibonacci golden pocket, which could give us a nice bounce, right? It actually could give us a nice bounce. Potentially, if things work out nicely and we see all the divergences and all the stuff that we want to see, we could potentially see our move back to the top of the range from here. All right, but I do have to say, rejecting from the macro golden pocket like this is typically not best. All right, it's not best, especially with a bearish div on the 4-hour, and then confirming this red dot in the daily, guys, tells me we're probably not going to see a bounce for the rest of the week. Right? I could be wrong, and I pray I am. I pray I'm wrong. I'm in multiple long trades right now. I mean, you guys see them, right? Look at this. I'm holding these long trades, right? I'm in this long trade from the bottom. Shout out to the Casper crew, right? We took this long trade together in the VIP Discord, right? We took this trade together. I'm still holding it. I pray that we come and see higher prices, okay? Things might not happen the way they happened in the past, but if we're just going based on the historical data on the chart right now, all right, if we're going based on the historical data on the chart, this confirmation of the red dot means more downside to come for at least the rest of the week. All right, tomorrow's a Wednesday, a very volatile day. I was just not expecting this to happen.
Michael and I mean, Jason Casper and I, we were not expecting this to happen.
All right, myself, I was not expecting it. Obama, he was not expecting it. All right, it's a very crazy thing. But now here's the thing, guys. As we said at the beginning of the stream, if I can get 127,000 subscribers during the stream, we'll give away $1,000. We started with 845. All right, we need 110 more. We're already at 45 subscribers, and we've only been streaming for about 24 minutes. All right, so let's pop up those subs, pop up the likes, guys. If we can get 1,000 likes and we hit 127,000 subscribers, we will give away $1,500. All right, we already did a $250 giveaway today, baby. All right, we already did a $250 giveaway today at the dealership. All right, I went to the car dealership to buy a Lamborghini. I had saved up all my Bitcoin. As soon as I got to the dealership, bam! Couldn't buy one. Got stuck at the dealership because I had no car. I sold my car so I could buy a Lambo. My wife had to pick me up on her bicycle. We had to pedal home together. It was a long journey, and now I'm back, baby. Back at the charts. Back, ready in action, ready to make those juicy gains. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. And yeah, that other long I was in, guys, obviously that thing got stopped out for like an $800 loss. That thing got stopped out. All right, shout out to Justin. He's breathless watching the man walk and talk. Well, you know what? Let's crank up the dang treadmill. Yeah, let's crank it up, baby. Shout out to Seymour Litty, 56,288 long. Yeah, that Fibonacci golden pocket. That's what I'm looking at too, my man. That's really what I'm looking at as well. That's the next place I'm looking to long. If this thing gets stopped, all right, where are we looking at? We are looking at the Fibonacci golden pocket. By the way, shout out to BLOFIN, one of the sponsors of the channel, offering 10% cash back, futures trading, $2,000 future bonus, plus a chance to win all these juicy prizes. And a major shout out to MEXC, which is the exchange with the best deal on fees. Links to all this stuff in the pinned comment and description. Also, guys, shout out to the Casper crew. All right, JasonCasperTrading.com, the best trading community in the world. Check it out if interested. All right. Did I buy the Lambo? Nah. Guys, I will never buy a Lambo in real life, okay? Only in fake life I talk about it, but I will never really buy a Lamborghini. I'm just not a car guy in general, all right? Never have been, never will be. For me, as long as I have a vehicle that does what I need it to do, that's all I really care. All right, I'm not a car guy. If I'm going to buy anything fancy that has wheels, it's going to be a tractor. All right, I'm a homesteader, guys. I'll get a really nice tractor. A luxury tractor. That's what I would get. A luxury tractor that has an air-conditioned and a heated cab. So when I'm out there plowing snow in the winter, and when I'm out there plowing the field in the summer, I can stay comfortable. You know, comfortable, because life is all about being comfortable. Safe and comfortable. Right? You don't want to ever put yourself in a feeling of being uncomfortable. Shout out to all the people that don't get sarcasm. And shout out to my man, Crypto Nate B. He says, I'm a mechanic. And that's smart, sir. Shout out to Leverage God. He says, Lambo. Shout out to Who Are You? Lambo Tractor. Shout out to Yowzer Doinkosaurus. Blank, if it is slightly inclined, it is easier on the knees. What are we talking about? All right, shout out to Phrasen. He says, boy loves to ride treadmill. All right. Am I not destroying my knees? I'm not destroying my knees because I squat heavy, full range of motion, which is very, very therapeutic for the knees, my friend. Shout out to My Crypto Goods. Did I take a pre-workout? No, I didn't, bro. But here's the thing, right? I was on a I'm used to walking a lot when I live stream, and I did a live stream today, and I didn't walk. I just sat for hours and hours and hours and hours. Now I got all this energy built up in the system, man. Got all this energy built up in the system. All right. All right. How many cows a day do I eat? I don't know. Calvin 4K, look like a motorcycle guy? Nah. All right, shout out to Lane Hughes. Bro, I laughed way too much at that. Shout out to the people that don't get sarcasm. Shout out to Tantana Montana. First, we're going to dump, then we're going to pump, baby. Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob 111. Jay, you think you could hold this level, bro? Well, here's the thing, all right? Here's the truth, all right? Based on market Cipher B right now, and that's all I'm going on, right? Based purely on MCB, it looks like we're not going to hold. Let's take a look at the hour right now. All right, let's take a look at the hourly. The hourly market Cipher B, guys, is looking like she wants to come down. All right, she's looking like she wants to come down. Money flow is not curving. Momentum waves are not curving. They're getting lower. All right, let's take a look at our 48-minute. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of a bounce or a hold here and then come lower. Let's take a look at our 24-minute. Momentum on the 24-minute looks like we're going to hold for a little bit and then come lower. And so the next major area I am looking at, guys, is going to be that 55.2 zone, right? This Fibonacci golden pocket from the low to the high. The value area low of the more larger range, okay? But what's happening right now is everybody's out of the market. That's why we're consolidating here. Yes, it's support. And the exact level that we bounced from, guys, is going to be this, right? This right here. Value area. Hang on. 1 second here. This is not the level. This is not the level. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Here we go. All right. Exact level we're bouncing from is the value area low of this range right here. Okay. You see how that works? But again, everybody's out of the market right now. Massive long squeeze has just occurred. Look at this. This last dump. Basically, we saw like hundreds of millions of dollars get wrecked, right? This decrease of open interest. Open interest is telling you are traders opening or closing positions. If the open interest is getting higher, that means people are opening positions. If this white line is getting higher, that means people are opening longs. If the white line is getting lower, that means people are opening shorts. So what we saw today was longs being absorbed under the VWAP. We saw it at the dealership. We stayed in our long trade anyway, like an idiot, but hey, I had a plan for it. I had to let the plan play out, right? Then all these longs that opened here being absorbed by some big whale, bam, pushed to the downside. Now all the longs are out, liquidated. Look at this. In XO charts, you click this wrecked button up here. These bubbles on the chart, this is showing you liquidations. The big bubbles are massive amounts of liquidations, right? These little bubbles here, little liquidations, massive liquidations on that low. All right, so right now we're waiting for money to come into the market, either long or short, to decide what we're going to do. But there's nobody in the market right now, right? There's less money in the market now than there has been since August 23rd, right? So 4 days of people longing have just been liquidated. The last 4 days of people longing, we see all these longs opening up for 4 days. They are all flushed completely out. Right? So if we're going to get a real bounce here, we need to see buyers step in. Now, when we look at market Cipher, and this is my primary indicator before order flow, because I'm too stupid for that dang order flow, all right? I'm just a country boy out here while riding my tractor out in the field. I just want to see some nice uneven butt cheeks. That's what I look for. Don't give me none of them math numbers and all that kind of stuff. Nope. I just need me some nice uneven butt cheeks. Now, when we take a look at market Cipher B, do we see any butt cheeks? Do we see any butt cheeks? Do we?
Let's look at market Cipher B. Do we have any butt cheeks? Oh, yeah, we have billions and billions of butt cheeks. This is going to be huge.
All right, well, Trump says yes, but Jason Casper says no. I don't see any butt cheeks on the chart, all right? We're seeing the price get lower, the momentum and the money flow come out here. So what I want to see is, as we're coming down to these levels, I want to see something like this. You know, we want to see market Cipher B start to get higher as the price gets lower. And then we look for that trigger wave, right? That direction. Look for that nice rounded bottom. And then we could say, this could be our bottom. The best time frame we want to look for this on is going to be the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame. All right. It's a new day. Asia has just opened. 19 minutes into Asia Open. Look at the 4-hour, guys. She doesn't look like a bottom's close, really. All right. So, do I think we're going to hold? We might hold here for a few hours, guys, but if I had to bet, if I was a bet man, I would bet we're not going to hold here. All right, I would bet we're not going to hold here. I did take a little long from here. All right, and full disclosure, guys, obviously I didn't take this long from here. I just added to a long I was in already, okay? But it looks epic, right? It looks epic. All right, it looks epic. But yeah, this is one of the longs I was in already, right? But this long trade is, you know, we were looking for this exact thing to happen, right? Come down to the 786 in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. But here's the thing. We wanted to see the bullish divergences and the bullish money flow. We're not seeing that right now. All right, so yeah, we came to the level of support. Yeah, we're bouncing because it is support, but we're not seeing the confirmations that we wanted to see here. All right, so we made 7 grand. I'll take it. I'll take it, okay? Retrace back to 6,500. Then we go down to at least 53, says Chris Tat. Shout out to Afasini Dragos. He says, hey, Jason, in the VIP, do you post when you take longs and shorts? Sometimes I do. If I'm there at the computer, then yes. If I'm there at the computer, then yes. All right. Guys, if we can get up to 120,000 subscribers during the stream, we'll give away $1,000. If we get 1,000 likes and we get the subscribers, we'll give away $1,500. We only need, let's see here, how many subs we got right now. We only need 85 more subscribers. All right. We're almost halfway there, to be honest. All right. We had 845. Now we're at 914. All right. We need 85 more subs to get to 127,000. Smash up the likes, because if we get 1,000 likes during the stream, we'll give away $1,500. Okay. So this is the next major target I have here down at this golden pocket. Now here's the deal. If we bounce from this next target at the golden pocket, then we need to just recognize the fact that it technically is a break of market structure to the bearish side, right? If we lose this low, even if we get a little bounce from here, it doesn't look so good when you take out that previous swing low, right? It doesn't look so good. So let's see. The next best case scenario, honestly, guys, for a long trade, if we don't hit that target, I'm just being totally upfront and honest. Like, I would be very interested in looking to take out 57.5. If we take out 57.5 with bullish divergences, I would actually look for a long trade there. And here's why. Because we have liquidity still below us, stop losses below us here, right? This long squeeze, what did this long squeeze, what was the purpose of it? It was to stop out everybody who longed here and trailed their stop loss, right? But you can see we haven't taken out all the stops yet. We still have liquidity below this wick here from the 24th of Augusto. I'm sorry, the 19th of Augusto and the 16th of Augusto. And so therefore, if we come down here with bullish divs, that could actually be a nicer low. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it would be better, in my opinion, for the bullish case if we simply just take out these lows to allow ourselves to make a higher low, right? We've got ourselves like a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and then we can make still a higher low. If we take out this right here, well then we might come down and change market structure, right? So, all right, let's check it out now. Let's go back to the order flow. Let's go back to the order flow chart. All right. And because things are happening here right now, I want to see if we have any trades coming in. We don't. We have actually, the only thing we have right now are a few shorts popping on in. Or we just have a few shorts popping on in here. Let's check out the low time frame market ciphers. Money flow even coming out right now on the 1 minute, guys. Money flow even coming out right now on the 1 minute. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the look of it. All right, so let's mark out these levels here. All right, again, this is going to be the level that I'm most interested in right here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, this is the level I'm very interested in here. All right, so we got ourselves key level. All right, this is key. A key level. And just in case we retrace in that wick, I'm going to go ahead and just drag the SL down a bit here. All right, just drag the SL down a bit. Let me just see here. Let's see how much we'll lose on that. We will lose 0.006 Bitcoin, so we will still have 0.11 Bitcoin. That's fine, just in case we get a little liquidity grab of that low here. I want to make sure that I'm not out of my position. Now, if any market makers are watching this, you're just going to stop hunting me and laugh about it later and talk about how the idiot YouTuber on the internet got liquidated. All right. You know, forget you, man. But 57.5, this is another level I'm interested in. We want to be watching here. What I really would want to see, honestly, for best case scenario, is we consolidate here for a little bit. We don't want to lose this too fast. We want to have time for the money flow to come up. We want to have time for the momentum waves to start to form, bullishness. Basically, what we want to see is we want to see the indicators showing us upside while the price is still giving us downside. That's how we determine a divergence, right? Also known as the uneven butt cheek pattern. Also known as the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, okay? The man boobs. Left side. Decline chest press on the left side only dumbbell. Why? We don't know. You know, that's the thing about bodybuilding. You can craft a physique however you want. If you like to have the left pec bigger, go for it, man. You only like decline bench? Go for it, man. You know, no hate here. It's a very individualized sport. This ain't football. When I say football, I'm talking about soccer. So I can sound more European. Like I got a monocle. Alright, so hang on. I've got the monocle right now. I've got the accent like I'm from the UK. Probably need to start smoking a pipe here. It's a horrible accent. I'm not in the mood to do a right accent, but as we inspect the chart, what do we see here? Oh, would you look at that, man? Would you even look at that? We got a massive long squeeze coming on down here. We got all the longs that have been in for the last 4 days are totally liquidated right now. Let's take a look at the order flow. Right, we'll refresh the screen here. Jeepers! Do people from the UK say that? I don't know. Alright. Alright. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Mr. Thrust. It's to match the left hazelnut. What supplements do I use? Nothing too crazy. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Marek. He says, keep going. I see gingivitis. Well, my teeth are messed up, bro. Alright, my teeth are messed up. Shout out to Drive Your 5-0. Just got here, baby. Let's pump the Bitcoin. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Where's Tino? Shout out to Tino from Trader's Reality. You thought I was American? Heck no, bro. I have to get into the right mindset to actually... I have a decent UK accent. I used to... Hang on. I can't do it, I'm sorry. Right, so let's see here. I came to the States probably about a few years ago. Moved here to meet a girl I met on the internet. No, it's horrible. I can't even make up a story about it. Alright, come on, Bitcoin. Let's go, baby. Am I walking back from the Lambo store, Jason Longan? Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no stop loss. Alright. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. Alright? We get 127,000 subscribers. We give away $1,000. We're close. We only need 73 more. We're up pretty well. Like, we were 845 at the beginning of the stream. Also, guys, if we can get the likes up to 1,000, we'll be giving away $1,500. Alright? So, I'm watching 57.5 for a potential next bounce. Alright, 57.5. We just had a daily open, which also means we had a daily close. We have come down to liquidate everybody here. We don't want to lose the low that we made here on August 15th, 2024. Because if we lose that low, guys, we are changing market structure, right? We're making a lower low. Not the best look, but still could be a nice area, right? Who knows? Maybe we just range here for a billion, trillion, quadrillion years. Okay? A billion, trillion... Can I say a bottle of water? A bottle of water. Yeah, I can say a bottle of water. And I've got tattoos. I've got tattoos all over my arm. And I'm drinking a bottle of water. Alright. 52, 57.2. 57.2. What's 57.2? Why 57.2? What's 57.2? Huh. Yeah, 57.2, right around there. I mean, yeah, we lose 57.5. We want to see like a liquidity grab. Probably coming down to around 57.2, right? If we see bull divs there, I'm hopping in along. Maybe we could do it tonight, baby. Maybe we could do it tonight, baby. Get the likes in for the watchers, baby. Okay, UK themed thumbnail. How do we even do that? We need more shorts opening if we're gonna pump. All right. Shout out to Egamen Erdem. Shout out to Alex M. 57,910. What a snipe, baby. 57,910. What's that? Oh, is that my entry? Oh wow, yeah, that is my entry. Wow, what a snipe. But look, yeah, what a snipe. I can roll with it, man. Wow, what a snipe. All right, make sure to subscribe to the dang channel. All right. Shout out to my man in the chat, Crypto Coons. He says subs. Shout out to Crypto Rap. He says I had a level of 57,911 on MEXC, did not hit. Dang! Oh man, he thought I was Jamaican, man. Okay. Fast move down or slow grind. We want a slow grind, SML. We want a slow grind. All right? Because what we need. Shout out to Crypto Incognito. What we need is Market Cipher to give us confirmation to get that bounce, right? So what we need is a range to come in here. We need a range to come in here. We need liquidity to build up here. We need money to come into the market. We need stop losses below the range. That way, if we get a move to the downside like this, to our key level, we are stopping out people who are longing early, and it will also give our oscillator time to start to turn up, right? Turn up, baby. We want to see the oscillator turn up. We want to see that juicy, uneven butt cheek pattern, that voluptuous, uneven Sam Bankman-Fried man breast pattern. We want to see Dolores at the diner coming out with the cup of coffee, smoking the cigarette to the table, spilling the coffee all over as the price comes down to the key support. The butt cheeks uneven with the tip money in the right butt cheek. All right, this guy, he knows about the butt cheeks. That's why he's so happy smoking a cigar. That's fancy. This guy over here is smoking a cigarette. Cigarette is a poor man's cigar. All right. Now, Dolores, she doesn't know anything about trading. This guy's working his 9 to 5. He hates his life at the diner. This guy, look at his eyes. Where are they looking? Right to the cheeks, baby, because he knows where the money's at, baby. Got that juicy left cheek, skinny right cheek. Let me take a peek. All right. We're coming in on fleek, baby, because these butt cheeks are looking good. That's what we want to see, okay? That's what we want to see. We want to take a look. We want to see the butt cheeks. We want to take a look at Market Cipher B. We want to see the dang butt cheeks.
Let's look at Market Cipher B. Do we have any butt cheeks? Oh, yeah, we have billions and billions of butt cheeks. This is going to be huge.
All right. Huge shout out to Tony English. God bless you, Tony English. Huge shout out to J-Boy Bullish, the one-legged squats. That's right, the one-legged squats and SBF doing the one-legged dumbbell presses. I mean, the one-armed dumbbell presses. Chat Master needs a cold shower. Man, you got slapped from the market today. I did too, man. I took myself a loss today as well. All right, that long I was in earlier today. Where was that from? Yeah, I was long from right here, guys. I was long from right here. I got in here. I added a little bit more when we came down to this next key area of support. Let's see. Thank you, Big Butts 28. My wife wants to make sure that I don't get the blue light, baby. All right. Now we got the red light glasses. All right, and obviously that trade was absolutely wrecked. When we actually, it was wrecked pretty early when we came down just to this wick right here. Got out of that trade for an $800 loss. But it's all good in the hood, guys. All right, it's an $800 loss. I closed out all my trades on BLOFIN when I took that loss. So I was actually net in profit with that loss. Still like 400 bucks because I was long from lower. I just closed everything out. And I'm like, man, we're dumping, baby. But now, what are we doing? Are we getting a little bit of a pump? All right, here's what we want. We don't want an epic pump. Well, it wouldn't be bad. But in order to get into a better long trade, we want a range. It might be strange, but we want a range. We want a range. It might be strange. But if you want to make change, you got to wait for the range. Because when the stop losses are formed under the range, stop 1, stop 2, stop 3, and then the market maker. All right, shout out to Tino. What's the market maker gonna do, ladies and gentlemen? All right, shout out to Tino from Traders Reality. One of the best traders in the world, ladies and gentlemen. A real trader. He knows he can trade literally with his intuition. He doesn't even need a chart. All right, he just trades with his feelings. That's how long he's been in the markets. All right, I'm not even kidding. I've talked to him a lot, one-on-one. Dude is on another level with his just being able to feel the market. But look, we form the range. Then the market makers, what do? They understand there's liquidity here. If they want to buy, they need people who are going to sell. And what happens when the stop loss gets hit? It's a sell order. So we get a whole bunch of sell orders triggered. Now the big people can buy. And then boom, we pump. And hopefully when that happens, we see Market Cipher B giving us what we want to see. What do we want to see on Market Cipher B? Well, between you and me, we want it to be nice and juicy on the left side and skinny on the right. All right, let's see. Yeah, Tino pays himself. Shout out to Tino. Shout out to Mr. Market Maker. Shout out to Neff. Shout out to Vex Isle. Shout out to Matt Eagle. Bro, according to Elliott Waves, we might go to 56. Well, what do we got at 56? I mean, look, I'm not an Elliott Wave kind of guy. But I would say, according to Market Cipher right now, unless things start to take a turn, we could come down to 55. All right? Again, it is intense, guys. We've confirmed the bearish red dot. Okay? We're hyperventilating here. All right? We need some therapeutic treatment. All right? Clip on the nose, the plunger. Take deep breaths. If you're nervous in these markets, this is what you got to do, okay? Whew. And when you do it, make the noise. Whew. 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 Okay? Whew. That'll relieve all your fears, guys, because you're so focused on the nose pain that you don't really worry about it. Man, we have 1,000 people in the house. That means if everybody likes the stream right now, we could give away $1,000 if we get our subscribers. All right? Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob. I need some sleep, work in the morning. Man, I know, bro. Tomorrow I got to hit a full body workout. Got to do some incline dumbbell presses. I got to do some T-bar rows. That's probably all I'm going to do for upper body is incline dumbbell presses and T-bar rows. And I'm probably going to do some Romanian deadlifts and some high bar squats. All right? So I got to do that tomorrow. And do I like Florida? Look, I like the warm in the wintertime. But I don't like the mosquitoes and the humidity in the summertime, I'll be honest with you. But if I had to change my location from where I'm at now, and if I would take Florida weather to give up these northern winters. All right? How many subs to reach 127,000? Let's check it out real quick. We have 126,953. We need 47 more subs. 47 more subs, baby. 47 more subs. We're talking about the $5 footlongs from Subway, baby. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about that juicy knife catch long trade from the exact bottom. From the long setup given in the Casper crew, baby. All right. Bam! From the exact. Wow. Oh my goodness. I shocked myself. Whew. Take off the red light glasses. Put on the monocle, baby. Could you even believe that? Inspect the price action. Whoa. All right. We'll put back on these red light glasses because, well, I do want to get some sleep so I can hit those incline dumbbell presses tomorrow. Man, I'm so stoked on the gym tomorrow, baby. I'm going to do some heavy sets of 6. I like to do the drop sets on the incline press, right? I've been doing high volume lately. I'll do like a set of incline dumbbell presses, maybe get 6 heavy ones. Then I'll like drop the weight by like 15, 20 pounds. Drop the weight again by like 15, 20 pounds. And then do some flies. And I'm telling you, man, my chest has been so dang sore after that. And then the T-bar rows. I've been loving the T-bar rows lately. Same deal, drop set. Put like 4 plates on there. Just go. Really use the upper back. When I'm rowing it, I'm feeling it in the traps. And the rhomboids, trying to get that upper back look, you know. Drop the weight. Drop the weight again. Drop the weight again. Do like 2 rounds of that. You're good for upper body. For like the next, you know, I work out twice a week, man. I work out twice a week. Twice a week, baby. Twice a week. You know? Look at those juicy twice a week gains, man. You guys go in the gym too much, baby. Shout out to Trader Geo. He's got to get me some of those glasses. My eyes are constantly bleeding, staring at the screens all day. For sure, man. Well, you know, you got to get yourself a wife that gives them to you, all right? Because that's what my wife did. She just came in here right now. Shout out to Trader Geo. Trader Geo in the chat. Everybody go subscribe to Trader Geo. While you're subscribing to me, go subscribe to Trader Geo, all right? One of the best in the world, Trader Geo, an all-around good guy, an all-around great trader. Trader Geo, crushing on the charts, an all-around entertainer. All right? He's an entertainer just like me, but he's a classier entertainer, right? See, I entertain by means of cringiness, but he entertains by means of professionalism and talent. There's a big difference, right? So go check out Trader Geo. Don't forget the calves, baby. What are even calves? What are even calves? What are calves? I don't even know what calves are, man. Do you guys know what calves are? I never even heard of calves. I never heard of calves before. Yeah, I never heard of calves. All right, shout out to Trader Geo. Trader Geo. Geo in the house, baby. Shout out to GBK Trading. He says cows, baby cows. Shout out to XRP88. They moo a lot. Shout out to Mick Mays. He says Geo in the J house. J Jr. LOL. Shout out to Crypto Coons. Shout out to Justin. Don't need calves because the camera's on the top half, baby. That's right. All we need is chest, shoulders, and biceps, baby, and a little bit of traps. That's all we need for the YouTube, baby. Chest, shoulders, biceps, and a little bit of traps. All right? All right, all right. Man, we got over 1,000 people in the house. Let's see how many more subscribers we need to do our $1,000 giveaway. We're getting close, man. We're getting close. All right. We only need 33 more. 33 more subscribers. And we're going to do a $1,000 giveaway. And guys, like the dang stream, because if we can get 1,000 likes on top of the subscribers, we're going to give away $1,500. That's right. 1,500 USDT. All right. Shout out to Jason Casper. Shout out to Jungle Boy 420. Shout out to Bog Dan Off. He says morning walk. What VPN do I use? Right now I use this VPN called VPN Proxy Master. All right, VPN Proxy Master. VPN Proxy Master. Am I sitting on a Pilates ball? Yes, I am right now sitting on a Pilates ball. Shout out to Fruit Market. He says sub, guys. Shout out to my man. What's his, Deej Berry Doughboy. He says, come on. All right, shout out to Don Solana. Shout out to George. Shout out to King Trader. I love you, King Trader. All right. All right, guys. So look, right now, just to do a quick little recap on Bitcoin. All right, let's do a quick little recap on Bitcoin. And talk about what we need to be looking for, what I am looking for, how I am trading this juicy price action. All right, catching knives like I'm a gourmet chef in the kitchen. Okay, but no, seriously, where is Bitcoin bouncing from right now? This is very important. This entire range that we traded for like a week and a half from August 8th, which was my birthday, all the way until August 23rd. So we're talking, I guess, about 2 weeks, basically, give or take. Give or take. This is the value area low. This is where we're currently finding support. Now notice how it's to the exact level on ByBit USD. People ask, why do you chart ByBit USD if you trade on other exchanges? It's because when ByBit comes to the level, that's what you want to pay attention to. Look at this. You go to Coinbase, and the level of the same range is not respected. But you go to ByBit, and it's respected. Why? I don't know. And guess what? I don't care either. But I know that ByBit typically, most of the time, except in the event of this high, which totally screwed me out of a $200,000 short trade, which I don't even want to talk about because it makes me so angry. But most of the time, ByBit's right, okay? What happened here on ByBit was, I shorted when we made this wick. I shorted on MEXC. I put the wick, the stop loss above the wick, all right? I set an alert on ByBit for if we took out the wick. Guess what? It was a Sunday. I was having a party with some friends, playing some cornhole, having some barbecue, all right? Talking about the Bible and all this stuff that us Bible nerds do out here in the country. And while I was having a good time here, Sunday, August 24th at 19 o'clock, MEXC stopped me out and dropped. But I never got the alert because I had the alert set on ByBit, all right? Most of the time, though, ByBit don't do you dirty. But she did me dirty then. I was in a $200,000 Bitcoin short trade from right around this area here, like right around from that golden pocket, all right? Had my stop above here. Sorry, had my stop above here. On every other exchange, we took that high. Oof! It still makes me angry to this day. I can't stop talking about it. You could ask my wife. I was sitting on the toilet last night, procrastinating taking a shower because I just couldn't get myself into that water because I was thinking about the trade on the toilet, pants around the ankles, texting my wife. I said, I can't believe I got stopped out of that trade. I told her, it's really messing with me. It's really messing with my mind, guys. Trading is a psychological game. All right? Oof! The feeling of loss. The feeling of loss and rejection. You know? You know what I'm saying? The loss. The burden. What can be unburdened by what could have been. But you know, it is what it is, guys. You live and you learn. Water squirming up my bum. That's right, J-Boy Bush, because I have a bidet that I bought on Amazon that you attach to any old toilet. It's basically like a spray nozzle. You spray the water up your butt. It'll change your life. No toilet paper. You know, it'll change your life. Back in 2020, when everybody was running to Walmart to buy toilet paper, I'm like, toilet paper? You filthy heathen? You mean to tell me you wipe your butt with dried paper? Dead trees? You wipe your butt with dead trees? I just use water. Because I'm civilized. Yeah, I don't use soap. Yeah, I haven't washed my hair in 2 years. But man, let me tell you, the bidet is the way to go. Alright, the bidet is the way to go. Dread mining was bullish until that rejection. Me too, dread mining. Because here's the thing too, like, it wasn't until Monday that I noticed that we had a bearish div. Because I was looking at market Cipher B on the, I was looking at the 4 hour on ByBit. So I was expecting, like when I looked at the chart Monday morning, I didn't even know we took that high. I thought I was still short on MEXC. I wasn't logged into MEXC. So until all of a sudden I log into MEXC and it says one position. What? One position? Where's my short? Then I look at MEXC, I see the wick. What? MEXC? The wick? You know, and then I didn't even get into another short trade. I didn't even get into another short. You know, I missed. Because I'm not the kind of guy, I can't short this. I can't just short here. I know I'm not like Crypto Face, where I just can feel in my bones what's going to happen. I can't do this. You know, I can't. I need a better entry. I was waiting for maybe a retrace up to the golden pocket, right? I was waiting to short then this. Right? I was waiting, okay, here's going to be my shot to come back up to this level to short. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. You know? The pain, the anguish, being unburdened by what could have been. To be unburdened by what could have been. All right? Yeah, usually ByBit's the one with the wicks. Shout out to my man Shane Stein, who says peach water. And shout out to, let's see. J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He says, very good, important question, Rob. Rob wants to know, is the water warm or cold with the bidet? Bro, it's cold. All right, Trader Geo says, I think we had 77 million longs at the top candle or something, but yeah, the wick messed me up too. I saw that too. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at what happened, all right? At that wick. We'll go back in time. We're going to go take a trip down memory lane so we can be unburdened by what could have been. Wow. 21 million longs at the top here, basically. And then we got a CDW with a massive decrease of OI, which made for an obvious short entry for anybody who had been not on ByBit. Right? That was such an obvious short entry not on ByBit. I mean, we're looking at the ByBit chart, but if this had taken the high on ByBit, that would have been such an obvious short entry. Sometimes it's easy to be unburdened by the burden of what could have been in the short trade. But look, we're here. We're here. Yeah, we're queer. We're here. We're doing what we can. We're trying to catch knives on the way down, baby. That's just doing what we do best, baby. All right, shout out to My Crypto Goods. I use the bidet, but then I wipe with toilet paper to dry up. That's the way to go. But you know, I'll be honest with you, My Crypto Goods, I have myself a wet butt rag on the side, okay? You know, if it's a clean butt, you know, you just dab dry with the butt rag, and then it just saves toilet paper, man. You know? It just saves toilet paper. What are those candles called? Those are called delta clusters. These are delta clusters. These are telling you at every price level within the candle, right? These are 15-minute candles here. So, like, these are just normal candles, right? Open, high, close, low candles. Like, you can see the wicks and everything in the bodies. But these delta clusters here are now showing you at every price within that candle how many longs and shorts happened. So, for example, within this candle here, we can see that we have 6.9 million longs coming in at the exact price of 64,780. And then we had another 1.2 million longs at 64,820, another 2.8 million at 64,840. Right? So we're seeing millions of longs open here. And then we can see millions of longs trapped at the top, basically. Like 21 million longs now underwater once the wick comes back down, right? So while this was happening, I was playing cornhole with some friends, totally oblivious to the chart, and missed out on literally the only trade that will ever happen in the next foreseeable future, because the market will not be here tomorrow and the opportunity is over. Jason, calm down. It's time for my calming therapeutic again. Therapy. All right, just calms down the breathing here. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. We're calming down, guys. We got this, baby. We got this. Oh. All right. All right, we got this. I wonder how many subscribers we got right now. Let's check it out. Let's check out our subscribers. Do we have enough to do a giveaway? I feel like we probably only need like 20 more subs. Let's check it out. 26,967. Guys, we need 13 more subscribers and we'll give away $1,000. All right, we're trying to get to 127,000 subscribers right now. 127,000 subs. Let's see if we have any super chats, because I don't want to miss any super chat. We got some super chats here, baby. All right, shout out to... Hang on, let's change screens while we're looking at this. Shout out to our super chats. First of all, Kamayu, out of curiosity, with the knowledge you have now, how long do you think it could take you to turn $5 into $50,000 hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, I could do it easily in a few weeks with a few trades, you know? I mean, all it takes is a few good trades for that to happen. Technically, I do it all the time. Not all the time, but I've done that multiple times when I'm taking these trades. You know, I'm oftentimes putting up $5,000 on my margin for the initial trade position. So, you know, not saying I would try to do it that quick, but you know, I do it all the time basically. Shout out to Mr. 100. Can you tell me of my 18.50 liquidation price on AVAX? Is it effed? Thank you so much for the super chat, Mr. 100. We'll take a look at AVAX for your sake, man. We'll take a look at AVAX for your sake. AVAX Tether USDT, baby. All right, let me take a look. All right, let's take a look. All right, what was your liquidation price again? It was 1850. Are you effed with an 1850 liquidation? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I can't really say. So, look, here's the deal. I don't know what the future holds, bro. But I would say this. Like, right now, AVAX is, in fact, rejecting from the golden pocket, just like Bitcoin is. So, if this is going to continue in the downtrend, you might be effed, bro. But I don't know. Maybe this isn't. Maybe we're just going to do this, right? Like, we can't know that for certain. So, I hate to say it, but right now, you need to formulate a plan for yourself, bro. If you are in a trade right now and you're in profit, you need to lock in some dang profits. You need to have a plan for how much you're willing to lose on the trade. All these things. Come up with that now. That way you don't get liquidated, bro. All right? Honestly, my rule for a trade is this. If I'm in a trade and I don't have a plan for the trade, I get out of the trade. And I ask myself, Jason, what are you doing? Why are you in this trade? You didn't have a plan for this trade. You don't have a target for this trade. You don't have a stop loss for this trade. You don't have good risk management for this trade. Why are you in this trade? Close the trade. Go back to the drawing board. That's my personal rule, all right? If I'm in a trade and I couldn't, with good conscience, enter that trade fresh in the moment, like let's say I'm in a long trade right now and I look at the chart and I say there's no way I would enter a long now, then I typically get out of the trade, right? But that's just my own personal thing, all right? That's just my own personal thing, okay? All right, did we get the subs? Let's see. Yep. Man, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. All right, we're going to do a $1,000 giveaway. We're going to give away 1K, baby. Now, before we give away 1K, if we can get another 200 likes, we're going to give away $1,500. So smash up the likes. If everybody right now hits the like button, we'll give away $1,500. All right? Only trade if you can identify market structure, says Ben. Look, only trade if every single trade you take has a clearly defined entry, target, stop loss, risk management. Okay? If not, then don't trade. All right? All right. Make sure to like the stream, guys. I'm going to go take a long pee out the window right here. And when I come back, let's see if we have 1,000 likes or not, all right? All right. Let's see if we can't get those likes. I'm on a pee break. I'm back from the pee break. It was a good pee. Thank you for everybody who asked about the pee. It was very good. All right. Glad to see me streaming. Shout out to Crypto Carnage. We only need 70 likes. We only need the 70 likes to do a $1,500 giveaway. Everyone show the like to your friends. All right. Everyone show the like to your friends. And then we're going to do a giveaway. Let's see, we're so close, guys. We just need a few more likes. Let's do it, baby. Let's get the likes. Yeah, here we go. About to get the likes. Get the likes, yeah, here we go. About to get the likes. Trading Bitcoin, streaming at night. We just need a few more likes. Then we're about to do a massive giveaway. When we come to the charts, trading every single day. Shout out to all my man in the chat. What you think about that? We got about 1,000 peeps. Bitcoin price got me walking on my feet. Here we come back down to support. Took a long trade. Bitcoin about to get hot because we came right down to resistance. Bitcoin's gonna break out and go the distance. We came down to the VAL. Bitcoin got a little bounce, but well, we see a massive decrease on the OI. CVD going down in my eyes. Now we're going really fast. Bitcoin is making me have gas, so I let out a fart when I look at the chart. Got the technical analysis like a work of art. But here we go, we're coming back down. My smile, the Bitcoin turns into a frown because it started green, then it turned into the red. The Bitcoin price is hurting my head, but I got these red light glasses on. We're coming to the charts and we're singing this song. How many likes do we got? 4 more likes, gonna hit the spot. When we get 1,000, we do a giveaway. $1,500, what do you say? I can't wait to give it to one of you. Hopefully these red trades start to turn blue, cause we got the blue candles, then we're turning purple. I'm trading like a nerd, and they call me Steve Urkel. Shout out to GBK. Trading $1,000 is the way. Jacek Gola, he says yay. Looking at the charts every single day. Sammy Willis is dope, giving me some hope. Hopefully the trades can climb up the rope to the all-time high. Bitcoin starts to fly. I look to the sky. Hopefully we try to make the profits every single day. Can you spot it? We're here getting paid. Yeah, then we're coming back down. Bitcoin smashing right into the ground. Hopefully we can get a turnaround. What is it? Do you hear the sound? It's the market makers pumping the price. The Bitcoin candles starting to look nice. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow we hit an all-time high. Say goodbye to the sorrow of the liquidation. I'm tired of waiting. Hopefully tomorrow we can look at the station with the trade going out and the trade going in. Bitcoin pumping, got the crypto spin. Yeah, now what do you know? Welcome my friends to the J Casper Show. Now sit back and listen to my crypto flow as we look at the charts and I tell you what you know. We're coming up to the golden pocket, and I don't know if y'all can even spot it, but we got a serious rejection. Bitcoin price, what the heck, man? Yeah, gonna do a giveaway. Bitcoin pumping, bro, what do you say? 1,026 likes right away. That's what we're talking about. 2 streams today. Shout out to Jackson Crawford, made it. Oh, the beat's over, baby. All right, the beat's over. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do a giveaway. All right, we're about to do a giveaway. All right. Let's do a giveaway. All right, we got to do a British accent, says Jonas Bloom. We're going to do a giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up to the Jason Casper giveaway. All right, we got ourselves the live chat in the house. Shout out to Modern Sword for the super chat. Can you show us a pinch of the 5-second trading, no charting, blue candle reading? Yeah, man. We could do it after the giveaway. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go into the live chat. All right? We're going to go to the live chat, and what you guys are going to do is spam the dang chat. Spam the dang chat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down from 10. I'm going to have my mouse highlighted on one of these names. All right? Whoever's name is highlighted when I take the screenshot wins. If you win, keep spamming the chat so that I can see you. Once I see you, I'll make you a moderator. Once you're a YouTube moderator, you can post your USDT address in the chat without getting it blocked by the bot. Right? If you post your address without being a mod, it won't show up. If you're a mod, you can post it. So, I need to make you a mod after you win. Have your USDT address ready to go. All right? You guys ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The suspense is killing me. 3, 2, 1. Bam! All right, we got ourselves a winner. Shout out to my man. Oh, man. Look at this. Stealth 2007, baby. Stealth 2007. Congratulations, Stealth 2007. You just won $1,500. Stealth 2007. Congratulations, my man. You just won $1,200. Stealth 2007, baby. That's you. I'm going to make you a moderator. All right, Stealth 2007. Go ahead and post your Tether address in the chat. All right, Stealth 2007. Congratulations, my friend. You are our winner. Stealth 2007, baby. Congratulations, my friend. We're about to give away $1,500 to Stealth 2007. Congratulations, Stealth 2007. Pop in with your USDT address. All right, pop in with your USDT address. All right, Stealth. We're waiting for you, bro. We're waiting for you, my man. Stealth 2007. All right, I got you, Stealth. I got you, bro. I got you, man. All right, he's got the ERC20. The ERC20. All right, about to send it to you right now, bro. All right, baby. Stealth 2007, congratulations, my friend. Just sent you 1,500 USDT, baby. All right. So, congratulations, Stealth. Your determination, your grit, your skill. Have I ever used decentralized exchanges, dread mining? I'm dabbling in them right now. And I will, within the next few months, I will be exclusively trading on DEXs. Probably. Most likely. Alright, shout out to Crypto Crank. What cold storage wallets? I use multiple different cold storage wallets. Trezor, Ledger, and others. How did he win? He spammed the chat. Shout out to Crypto Coons. Shout out to Spaceman. Shout out to Chris Tat. Shout out to David Brumblebow. Shout out to Crypto Incognito. J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Ben. He says Bitcoin is dumping. All right, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Bitcoin dumping. Let me sniff your sandals. Is Bitcoin dumping, guys? Do you think Bitcoin's dumping? I don't know. It looks like we're doing what we want. We want a range. We just want a range here, right? We want a range. Shout out to... I thought I saw Memory Man in the chat. Well, shout out to Memory Man, even if he's not in the chat. Shout out to Mr. 420. Shout out to Stealth. He says, I got it. This guy's legit. All right. This is a pretty dope beat. It would be hard to rap over, though. Yeah, it'd be really hard to rap over that beat. Yeah, the DEX is good. This is exactly why Dread Mining, literally within the next few months, I'm going to be trading exclusively on DEXs. Bitcoin will crab sideways. That's what we want, Mr. Sid Vicious. We want to range so we can make that change. We want people to put their stop losses under the range, and the market makers can get strange with it. Bam, baby. Stop hunt. You know, that's what we want. We want to see the uneven butt cheeks popping in on the chart. You know? That's what we want to see here. Isn't technical analysis amazing, though, guys? It really is. Like, it really does floor me that this is the level that we bounced from, guys. The value area low of the range. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. People say TA don't work, y'all. They just don't know. But yeah, now Bitcoin actually is dumping. Let's take a look at the order flow. All right, so not really much is happening. We had a few longs open up. Let's go to the trend reversal chart. A few longs open up, and we're just unable, guys, to even hold above VWAP today, right? We had the daily open. This is a glitch, but we're just unable to hold above that VWAP today. We even got a little bit of bearish CBD up in here, like just on these very low time frames. It's not looking the best. Let's check out MCB. All right. Oof, 1 minute looks like absolute poo. Diarrhea poo. Bananas chewed with the prunes on your shoes. In the patio with the moves. So the 5-second time frame strategy, I have to use Market Cipher. That's the only way I do it. Whoever was asking for the 5-second time frame strategy. But the way you do it basically is you simply just go on a small time frame like the 5-second, you look at the range, and you look for like key levels of support and resistance. So like I'd be pulling fibs. In this case, I probably would have missed a short here. But the way I trade in the 5-second is, first of all, there needs to be low volatility and low volume. And it simply is just coming down to a key area of support or resistance. So technically speaking, like any swing low you make is a key level to look for. And basically, what you want to look for on the 5-second time frame is something like this. If you see this on the 5-second time frame, as you come to a key level, that's a trade entry right there. Now, none of these were actual trade entries because we weren't really at a key level. But I made 30 grand in a month doing this, all right? But you have to do it on MEXC because MEXC has those low fees, all right? You can't be doing this on like BLOFIN. Unfortunately, you have to do it on MEXC. All right, you have to do it on MEXC. Can't do it on ByBit either. Cascade about to be cascading, says Man Bear Pig. Shout out to Data PhD. Any chance of a giveaway for a membership? Yeah, maybe in the future. All right, Life's Too Short says, all I have to do is post one chart if YouTube would let me, and you would understand why Bitcoin is dumping. Is it because we came to the golden pocket with a bearish divergence? Shout out to Modern Sword from Palu. 2 large bearish patterns have been applying pressure for 2 years. One confirmed to May, the other harmonic was 2 years ago. Interesting, Life's Too Short. Are you in Discord, bro? Because if you are, you could send me a message. You could send me a massage. But do you think the bull market's over? All right, let's take a new poll in here. We'll close the old poll. The old poll was, is the bottom of the retracement in. It's 50-50. 50-50. Let's start a new poll here. Is the bull run over? Or I should say, is the top in? Is the Bitcoin top in this cycle? And let's see what you guys have to say about it. Life's too short is very certain. Yes, he says. Do I have limit orders? Just market? It depends, man. Like, it really depends on the situation. Was there a bull market? That's a good question, right? That's a legit good question. You know what I'm saying? That's a legit good question. All right, let's see how the poll's going. %77% say it's not in. All right. All right, shout out to my man, R Pink. He says, Gam ki elech begay tamalvet lo ira ra ki ata imadi. Shivtecha umish antecha hema yanacha muni. Which means, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, evil I will not fear, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. All right, quoting the Psalm 23 up in here, R Pink. That's what's up, bro. In Hebrew, too. Shout out to Sam. He says this. Well, some are, actually. Quite a few are, apparently. But these days, everyone seems to be, man. I mean, everything's so gay nowadays. Everything's so dang gay. Like, I can't even leave my house without seeing some gay stuff somewhere. It's crazy. Shout out to Preparing for War. He says, today was just a massive liquidity grab to lead into tomorrow's Nvidia earnings. Either they are bad and insiders are jumping ship, or whales are getting ready for the pump. I think the latter. Oh, so you think we're going to dump? The latter, right? The latter. Oh, wait, no, the latter. Sorry, I confused ladder and former. Well, I hope you're right, Preparing for War. I really hope you're right. Gay as in happy. Yeah. I'm gay in the happy sense, you know? The old English sense. The King James sense, you know? The King James sense of the word. You know? Let's see. Yeah, you know, the King James sense of the word. If there comes into your assembly a man with a gold ring and good apparel, and there also come in a poor man with vile raiment, and you have respect unto him that wears the gay clothing, there it is. And say to him, sit thou here in a good place. And say to the poor, stand thou there or sit under my footstool. Are you not then partial in yourselves, and have become judges of evil thoughts? All right, shout out to good old King Jimmy. I hope you're right, Preparing for War. All right. Shout out to the super chats in the house right now. We got some new super chats. God bless all the super chats. Let's see. Javier C. Perez, thanks for the amazing giveaways, Jason. You miss me by 2 people. I'm so sorry. All right. Chart, interesting. Gap felt. Check it out. All right, hang on. A chart. Oh, the Bitcoin chart, the CME futures chart. There's a gap. All right, let's check out the CME futures gap, as Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a dump after a little bit of a pump. All right, let's check it out. Dump after pump. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. A pump after a little bit of dump. We got a big pump from a little bit of dump. We got a small pump, then a lot of big dump. Cause Bitcoin's pumping, then we're about to dump. Take a look at the CME. Bitcoin's got a gap between you and me. We'll go to the ticker. What do we see? Hopefully the time frame is on the daily. Here we go, now we got to refresh the Bitcoin price, cause that's what I do best. Go ahead and remove all the art. Technical analysis smells like a fart. Here we go, about to grab a ray. Got the magnet tool on, what do you say? Then we take over here, we click hip hooray. 62K and 55 day, hey, yeah, we got the gap up here. After the big dump, spit it in my ear. Let's go ahead, we'll pull the fib from the high to the low, and then we get it in, yeah. Got the 618 just above the gap. Hopefully we're not late, cause the price goes up, then the price goes down. Hopefully my smile won't turn into a frown, because if we keep pumping up real high, then we know that the gap will fill, the price will fly. Usually these gaps get filled. Let me tell you how it works. Sit back and mill on the thought that are going through my head. Bitcoin price looks like it's dead, but oftentimes when we dump over the weekend, we come back up and fill the gap like a best friend. And we got some nice compliments here. The 6-1 ether, she's my high school dear, cause I asked her out on a date. She said, Jason, no way. Hopefully you go away. No hate. Oh, the beat's over. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting gap, honestly. Okay, shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He said Bojan. Bojan said something. Dr. Blocks, he liked gay in the 90s, where faggot and retarded were funny. I remember those days, bro. Alright, alright, you just posted the charts in the Discord that will shed some light. Life's too short. Man, what channel did you post them in, alright? Alright, where's the CME gap? The CME gap's coming in at 62.055 right here. 62.055. Alright, I'm gonna try and check it out, Life's Too Short. But where did you post it? Let me check it out here. In the Bitcoin channel? Alright, I see it. Is this it? Are you maybe one day? Are you maybe one day? Alright, maybe one day. I think this is you. Alright, we got two charts. And we got a harmonic. This old butterfly harmonic. Is this the other harmonic you're looking at right here? You know, this is pretty advanced stuff, man. I need me some butt cheeks and stuff. I need me some butt cheeks and stuff. But, shout out to you, man. Man, I can't believe I have 120,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Wow, pumping, baby. Did somebody, like, buy subscribers? Can you do that? Can you buy subs? I don't know. I'll bet you they'll probably go away tomorrow. That's how I'll know. They'll go away tomorrow. And then I just gave away $1,500 for no reason. Just kidding. I like giving away money, guys. I really do. You know, you guys are here supporting the channel day in, day out. I really appreciate you guys. Like, I mean that with all my heart. You know, it's so crazy that I have a people that will come in and listen to me talk on the treadmill late at night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's technical stuff. How did I pull the fixed range? The fixed range that I was looking at here was just from this little consolidation that happened when I was away. I was away for a week. Just chilling on the beach. I told Bitcoin, please, Bitcoin, don't do anything until I come back from vacation I put in a good word. Satoshi listened for me. All right. So that's the value area low of that range right there. If we lose it, we're most likely going to come back down to the low, don't you know? Right down here to the low, don't you know? What's my market cipher settings? Just stock. I don't do anything. 6:23 a.m. by Cosmo. How much money have I had in my YouTube career? From YouTube itself? I don't know. I don't know. Is there a way to find that out? There's a way to find that out. Let's find out. Is there a way to find that out? There has to be a way to find that out. I know there's a way to find that out. Hang on. Here we go. Nah, this isn't right. All right, lifetime. $45,000 I made on my YouTube channel. 28,000 through ads, 11,000 through super chats. That's crazy. Wow, you guys are amazing. Super stickers, 100. Short feed ads, $29. Wow. So I've been doing this for about 3 years, man. So what's 45,000 divided by 3? That's how much I've been making a year on this YouTube gig. You know, I can't do that kind of math in my head. I'm not good with numbers. What am I, some kind of trader? That's 15K a year. How could I not do that in my head? What an idiot, man. It's like a clock. 45 divided by 3 is 15. What an idiot. See? This is why this is not financial advice, guys. Alright? Not financial advice. Alright? Don't know what I'm doing. I just got a plunger on my face. I got the clip on my nose. Alright? Can't even do the most basic math, guys. Sheesh. No wonder I didn't graduate high school. You can get shadow banned showing what you made on YouTube. I don't think I can get shadow banned showing what I made on YouTube because, like, I haven't made that much compared to these other dudes. I ain't no Mr. Beast. Oh no. Alright, shout out to Javier Perez. He says, Jason, if I send you $50, would you double it and give it away now? I mean, nah, man, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. I'm not a financial advisor here. I'm not a financial advisor. Shout out to Radar Apologetics in the chat. He says, nice shades. Thank you, Radar. Appreciate you. Man, everybody go check out Radar Apologetics. If you're into apologetics from a Messianic Jewish perspective, go check out Radar Apologetics. Alright. Didn't finish high school? Yeah, I didn't finish high school, man. I was too busy touring with my band. Alright. Radar Apologetics probably knows that my life's a little crazy right now. I'm live streaming late at night with red glasses on. Alright. The blue blockers, I got them online, Scarface, Oz. They're just, I think they are legit. Yeah, they're blue blocks. I like them. I mean, they really do make a difference, for me at least. You know, they make a difference for me. How many steps do I put in? Well, so far for the day, I'm at about 10,000. I honestly put in almost about 10,000 steps on this little live stream here, but we've been doing for almost 2 hours. All right, Radar Apologetics says if they don't like Messianic Jewish apologetics, he'll pull out a plunger. So if you're into the plunger, go subscribe to Radar Apologetics. All right. Gun to a head, long or short right now, Mr. Crypto Goods. Oh, Mr. Crypto Goods. This is a tough one, like, you know. Oh, man. Gun to head. Let's look at Market Cipher right now. Gun to head, huh? Gun to head, scalp long, but higher time frame short. Gun to head, I'd say we're probably going to come back down and take this low. That's how I feel right now, based on all things considered on Market Cipher. You know, before there's just the confirmed red dot in the daily makes me say that the bottom's not in yet. The confirmed red dot in the daily makes me say the low's not in yet. But after a big move like this with a fresh daily candle open, like we're only an hour and a half into the daily candle, I find it very unlikely that we're not going to get some kind of retrace. You know? Gun to my head, I mean, it's a tough one, bro. Low leverage short. Gun to my head, low leverage short. Loose stop loss, low leverage short. But I don't trade that way, so it's a tough one, man. The 1 hour green dot makes me think we could range and or get a little bit of a move up within the next few hours. Like the last 1 hour green dot did give us a bit of a retrace of about 1%. So we're about to confirm a very, very oversold 1 hour wave in half an hour, which could probably keep us in this range. Maybe even come back to take these highs again at 59.7. You know, 12-minute money flow starting to come up here. So yeah, I'd have to say scalp long, higher term time frame short. I know that's not allowed. I'm not allowed to say that, right? But it's a tough one right now. It's a tough one right now. 24-hour stream starts right now. Man, that'd be crazy. Can we talk about Christianity? Well, you know, Radar Apologetics is all about that, all right? Maybe I'll start a different YouTube channel where we can talk about all that kind of stuff. Shout out to my Crypto Goods. He's in shorts looking for longs. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to be right now, in all honesty. The best position to be in is in shorts looking for longs. You know, I mean, things stay lower, in my opinion. Shout out to John Ploney. There is no stop loss. Oh, man. Yeah, I stopped logging for a second. The treadmill casts off at 100 minutes. So that means I've been streaming for 100 minutes. That's crazy. A lot of weird news. Trump indicted again. Possible Ukraine nuclear disaster. Palestine digital fund seized. USA governor sent like $250 million to Taliban accidentally. Okay, that's a lot of weird news, man. So I like your Dragon Ball Pokeball, profile picture there. Shout out to Mike. He says my rapping improved a lot. Well, thanks, man. You know, the more you do it, the better you get, I guess. Shout out to Neil. He says got a candlestick that wick. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Look, guys, I do believe the next few months is going to be pretty dang crazy. We got the election coming up, and there's just going to be high strangeness coming out in every which direction. You know? In every which direction. Dr. Blocks wants to know what they got Trump on now. Yeah, what do they got him on now? Crazy, man. It's just some crazy stuff. All day, every day. Craig says, I've been in since 19 cents. Have you been in Bitcoin since 19 cents? Man, have you really been in Bitcoin since 19 cents? Let's just take a look at that real quick. If you've been in since 19 cents, that's right here. And that is a a 38 million, almost 39 million% gain. Can you guys just imagine if you put like $100 into Bitcoin, or like, let's say you put like $1,000 into Bitcoin and you made 39 million%. That's insane to think that a lot of people have that much Bitcoin right now. I mean, a lot of people that were there in the very beginning have Bitcoin like that. Probably. They have $100 worth, $1,000 worth. That's just insane to think about, man. That is crazy to think about. So if you've been in since 19 cents, you don't need to be watching my channel. I need to be friends with you. Start hanging out with you so you can just give me free money. You know? That's just so crazy to think about that. What chart is this? This is the Bitcoin all-time index. So, BTC USD Bitcoin all-time history index. Bitcoin all-time history index. Shout out to David. Shout out to Sam Price. Shout out to the Lifers. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Yeah, talk about missing out. Seriously, that's crazy. No Market Cipher tank top, no pump. That's right. I gotta get my Market Cipher tanks back. But look, I'm waiting for a custom Market Cipher jersey. CryptoFace is gonna hook it up with a custom Market Cipher jersey. Most of them sold or died. Yeah, you're right. I know a guy, literally in real life, who had lots of Bitcoin and he totally lost access to it. Yeah, you're not watching YouTube stream. Well, maybe you are. I mean, if I had that much money, I'd probably still be watching crypto YouTube stream. I probably would be. If I had that much money, my life would literally be the exact same. I'm not even kidding. Maybe a few small differences. Like, maybe I'd have a deep underground bunker to take shelter in, but other than that, everything would be the same. Yeah, a lot of people would have sold. You know, my man White Phoenix, I gotta have him on the channel, but White Phoenix, he bought Bitcoin at, when it was a couple bucks, and sold it at, I think, like 1,000. Enough to buy a house. Dude bought a house, a Bitcoin, when it was $1,000, and then he sold it all, and then he went into denial. When everyone told him, hey, it's 10 grand, he's like, I'm not even going to look at it because I'd be too angry. But then he got back into Bitcoin, and now he's a pro trader in the Casper crew. CryptoFace needs to make stringers, right, John Ploney? Yeah. Alrighty. Well, guys, it's been a great stream. We did a giveaway. I think I'm going to head out. God bless everybody in Jesus' name. Shout out to the True Gospel of Christ. He says Jesus is the Lord of all. May everybody be blessed in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, who is the uncreated creator God who took on flesh to die for the sins of humanity and rose again on the third day so that we too have the hope of a resurrection. And he will fill us with his Holy Spirit to cause us to be born again. What an amazing thing. The love of God right there. That being said, guys, have a great night. I'll see you next time. Peace.